You have a Jewish friend?
No, sir, I do not have a Jewish friend. I am the black Jew. I am the black Hebrew. I am a member of the family of the black Hebrew Israelites. But if you're asking me, do I have a white so-called Jew friend who is not in that line of Semites, so I can't be anti-Semitic? Did you know that there are Semites in Africa? Did you know that there are Semites in Asia? That there are some Semites so black until they're blue black, purple black, and beautiful? These are people using a political term, anti-Semitism, when it's really anti-Kemetism and anti-black program.
But nevertheless, there is true Hebrews. There is a true people of the Most High that is scattered throughout the nations of the earth this day. It is not whom that many people believe they are, such as the so-called Jews in the nation-state of Israel that we so see before us right now. I would interject that the true biblical Hebrews are the so-called African-American people that are scattered abroad throughout the world. It is very important that you understand who the true Hebrews are, because that end-time prophecy, lots of it, surround these individuals. Now please understand that not every single black person is a true Hebrew, but it is those that are under the curse of Deuteronomy 28.
Shalom, shalom from Israel. This is Ola, the daughter of Jethro. And I just heard that you black people that was stolen from Africa to America, that you don't know who you are. But you are the children of Yahweh, the children of Israel. And I'm telling you, you have to come back to your homeland, here to Zion, to Jerusalem, because us the Gentiles, we do need you. We need you to come and pray, because you are our saviors. You're the one that was chosen by Yahweh to live in this land, not the Jewish people, it's you. You were stolen from Africa, they deceived you, they told you that you are slaves, but you actually the children of Israel. And it's time just to come back. Come for your people, come back for us, come back for the whole Gentiles, because only you gonna save us. So please come back to Zion.
Which are an ancient community of the Israelite exiles. Now this is, for the most part, the general consensus of the largest people in Africa. You do have different groups like the Abu Daya in Uganda who aren't saying they're from the lost tribes, but have joined the people of Israel in the large amounts of numbers. One other location I'd like to, actually before I go into this other location, what's fascinating is, which I speak about, is the transatlantic slave trade. A large percentage of it actually came from Igbo territory. So these Igbo today in Nigeria, who are practicing Jews, numbering the 40 million people with customs and traditions, doing circumcision on the 8th day, were the same exact people brought to the Americas on the transatlantic slave trade. Now, if someone goes to Times Square in New York today, you'll see African Americans dressed in Israelite outfits and yelling at people, saying, "You're not the real Jews, we're the real Jews." And so most people saying, "Well, you guys are kooky, you just made this whole thing up, you made up a religion and an identity." Actually, no, they are the blood descendants, most likely, of the people who, from Israel, were brought from Africa to America. So it's very fascinating.
The wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha in the 5th chapter talks about how Jacob, how the heathen is going to be amazed and confounded when they realize that the so-called black man is that chosen line.
In America, there was a slave trade. And a lot of the slaves, a very high percentage of them, came from Western Nigerian ports. And in America today, you see a very large movement of African Americans who say that they're the real chosen people, that they're the children of Israel, they're the Judeans. So what are they just trying to create an identity for themselves because they were slaves, or is there really something here? And the answer is, most likely there is something there. And most likely, maybe that they were the original Israelites, and maybe that the Jewish people today who are white, Caucasian people came in a little bit later on.
I just wanted to come to you to impart some knowledge onto you about who the true biblical Hebrew Israelites are. Bloodline-wise, they are the so-called African Americans.
Brothers and sisters, blacks of America, it's you. You are the true Hebrews. You are the true Hebrews from the Bible. America gonna do everything, gonna invest as much money as it has, gonna fight as much wars as they can, gonna invite as much weapons as they can just to hide this away from you. Gonna take Israel, gonna bring white people here and to tell you these are the Jews. Gonna kill you, gonna kill Arabs, gonna mistreat white people like this guy, just to tell you this lie that you are nobody and we are the Jews with all the history and so on. It has been deleted, your history. You don't know who you are. Don't forget about it. This is why, because America has been taking your history away, never to find out that it's all about you. I'm telling you this, please. I don't ask you to come to Israel and to start a revolution. I'm just asking you to start thinking this way, to believe me a little bit, because I'm living in Israel and I'm part of this injustice.
The Hebrew Israelites, God's chosen people, are what we call African American.
If you look in Exodus 13:3 and Deuteronomy 20 and verse 2, it refers to Egypt as the house of bondage. Now, I want to show you something, and I know everybody has seen this. I saw it a million times, but never paid any attention and never really thought twice about it. But on the back of the dollar bill, there's a pyramid. Now, pyramids are notorious with Egypt. I mean, you say pyramid, that's automatically what you think of is Egypt. So why would the United States of America put a pyramid on the back of their dollar bill? Now, with the word Egypt meaning house of bondage, God was obviously telling the Israelites, hey, I'm going to put you back into slavery. Now, the only race of people that were brought over on ships and sold as bondmen and bondwomen, which are slaves, are the so-called African Americans. That's the term that the white man has given them.
It was the Ashkenazi, the Islamic slave traders as well, that then worked together with the indigenous black Africans to enslave the regal house of Judah. This is what we've got to understand, but you've got to go back before the 16th century to understand the roots of it. So we're going to see as we dig into this where this slavery came from, because it was really a system that was very, very well crafted. There was Islamic masters and there were white Ashkenazi Khazar ship owners. There were the buyers and the sellers. And they're not going to fill you in on all of this, but really you've got a four-tier system. Number one, you have the Negro nomads that were exiled from the kingdom of Judah. Number two, you had indigenous black African hunters that resented the regal Negro nomads that had come into their territory with their own customs, with their own laws that were different and would not assimilate into their tribal culture. They were their own tribe. They were the regal house of Judah. And number three, you had Islamic trappers that worked with the indigenous black Africans to trap the regal Negro house of Judah. And then you had them sell them to the Ashkenazi ship merchants. Do you know how many blacks in America have been lost to Islam? It's outrageous. That's not your tribe. Your tribe is Judah. Muhammad's tribe enslaved you. Why would you convert to Muhammad's tribe when you're of King David's tribe?
Sub-Saharan West Africa is an interesting place, especially a little place called the Slave Coast, in which the slave traders called Negro Land. As you can see, the area of the Slave Coast was called Wahida. And if you look right above it, in English are the words Kingdom of Judah. This is the port where the so-called African or Negro American was taken, also to the British Islands, South America, and Europe.
Oh man, oh man, oh man, been a long time coming, Shalom, Shalom, family. You're tuned in to the Scorn Black Man podcast. I'm your host, Hilltop Zadok. Israel in the building. Got my good co-host, good buddy, battle buddy, Brother Don Yehuda, aka Fire Talk Radio Podcast. Go over there, hit that subscribe button. He got some good documentaries and breakdowns. Also hit the subscribe button over here at the Scorn Black Man Podcast. If you like some traveling, hit the subscribe button at Hilltop Traveling Everywhere. Episode 68, man. Episode 68. We've been holding on to this one for a long time. We done did all kind of little shows in between, but you know what I'm saying? Sorry for the hold up, man. We'll try to get some more shows out to y'all, you know what I'm saying, like we used to. You know what I'm saying? It's just been doing a lot of things, man. We both been busy. You know what I'm saying? Just handling business. You know what I'm saying? And everything. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Episode 68, man. You know what I'm saying? Addressing the current state of the American Hebrew Israelites. But before we get into it, Brother Don Yehuda, what's going on with you, brother?
Oh, man, business as usual. First of all, can you hear me pretty good?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, everything's been moving, man. I've been very, very busy, as you said. It's a blessing to be back on here, man. It's been a long time. What's it been, like almost a year? Close to a year since we've been on here together?
Oh, man. The last time we probably did a show together was probably, it might have been on one of those Shannon Sharps or something like that. Maybe when he got in this thing or something, or we may have did one after that. It maybe the last time maybe it was with Brother Jeremiah and Brother Elder Mahar call, but or it could have been something before. You know what I'm saying? It been close. It been close to a year. You know what I'm saying? I did a couple of little shows in between. You know what I'm saying? Going live on both channels when it's necessary. You know what I mean?
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while, man. It's been a while, but like I said, today's show, man, I'm glad you're doing good. Today's show is episode 68, addressing the current state of the American Hebrew Israelites. And the description, I had the description just mostly all bad stuff, but since we're going to cover the good, the bad, and the ugly, the good, the scripture gonna go something like this right here, off the dome. You know what I'm saying? I love what we're seeing. The Hebrew Israelites in America, the diaspora, also, spread across the four corners are waking up, man. It's a beautiful thing. At the same time, you know what I'm saying? We're staying on code. I see a lot more now, which is a beautiful thing. But, we got camps breaking up. Everybody got the 100% truth. Booty holes being played with. Doctrines being changed. Leaders, wives exposing their husbands' secret parts. And we got scamming ass Hebrew Israelites. You know what I'm saying? They're scamming everybody out their money and everything else, man. But so, without further ado, man, we're just really gonna get into it. I'm gonna push us to the side real quick so we can kind of look at this beautiful thumbnail, man. I had ChatGPT to make, man. And as you see over here on the good side, but we actually, let me see. I'm gonna put us down at the bottom. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we stand on code, man. You know what I'm saying? The great awakening, you know what I'm saying, is happening, man. We stand on code, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see this damn thing. You know what I'm saying? The education, we're just doing a good thing, man. I see us in a good place. Even, like me traveling to East Africa, and I'm seeing, what I'm saying, even a lot of the Bantu tribes, what I'm saying, which I believe are Hebrew Israelites, what I'm saying, all waking up, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing brothers and, what I'm saying, sisters traveling, what I'm saying, got their fringes on, man. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, what I'm saying, is pretty much, stand on code. And you put something on? Okay, there we go. Yeah, and then, you see right here in the middle, the bad, right? Camp still bickering, you know what I'm saying? We got the truth. Nah, we got the truth. We got the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You seeing camps breaking up, you know what I'm saying? and stuff. So and you seeing leaders break apart. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? I'm seeing all kind of stuff. And then you got over here the ugly. Man, this is where you have the scum of the scum, man. You know what I'm saying? As y'all see the House of Joseph clothing company. We'll get into all that later, man. You see a lot of leaders scamming the congregation, leaders scamming their wives. We're gonna get into all that, man. But you know, I just want y'all to see this beautiful thumbnail, man. And you know what I'm saying, we got some of the leaders and some old leaders over here, you know what I'm saying? Up over here in this left hand corner. You know what I'm saying? Who's this? Zion Lex. We got Yahweh bidding Yahweh. We got Bishop Nathaniel. We got Apostle Dahar. And we got I guess we would still call him the deacon, man. He's missing in action right now, man. But yeah, we're gonna start it on off, man. And just get into this good. So, like I was saying, hold on, get us back here. So, like I was saying, Brother Daniel Huda, what I've been noticing, and this just, you know, us as Black Americans, period, right now, whether or not we awaken or not, it's a great awakening. Every time I really watch YouTube channel, and I'm watching everything, you know, all kind of, you know, Black spaces, and I'm seeing there's a lot of Hebrew Israelites, a lot of people waking up to be here Hebrew Israelites. They speaking that Hebrew Israelite stuff on their channel. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, I'm seeing us stand on code on a lot of different things when I will usually see us bending over backwards and taking it. Make sure you can hear me right. Make sure my microphone is up all the way. Okay, there we go. But yeah, you know, so I don't know if you noticed, you know, you being over there in America. I just came from over there the early part of June. You know, I wasn't over there long enough, like 2 weeks really for me to really know what I'm saying, really knows. But I do kind of notice that I see a little more togetherness. What do you see amongst our people in America right now? You know what I'm saying? If our wise is do you see us staying on code? Do you see us you know what I'm saying, coming together? Do you see a great awakening of us, you know what I'm saying, that's coming to the knowledge of being Hebrew Israelites as well?
I think that a little bit of all of that is true and is happening at the same time. I think that there is plenty that's still being awakened to the truth because the truth is still being disseminated on all channels through social media, through word of mouth, through, you know, just meeting face to face with people. But we also have the negative aspects of the Hebrew Israelite community where you have, like you mentioned, leaders being exposed for various things, brothers and sisters falling out of the truth due to what they may have witnessed, perceived, you know, the miseducation, so forth. So I believe that all of these things is happening right now. So if I was to be real candid about it and transparent, I think worldwide we're seeing much more of our brothers and sisters awakening to the truth. We see much more of Israel traveling worldwide, disseminating the information. But here at home, there's still a lot of contention, a lot of falling away, and things happening as well.
Okay. Yeah, you know, a nigga gonna be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody can't make it, everybody ain't gonna come, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Either you're gonna start to wake up or you ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm starting to watch a lot of you know, videos of seeing like a lot of brothers, a lot of people, period. I'm seeing all kind of people, but really a lot of Black people like showing like these superpowers type things. You know what I'm saying? It's something going on right now. Even you even hear a lot of Gentiles, a lot of other nations of people, you know what I'm saying, coming out and, you know, saying certain things about us, either far wise as being the Israelites or being just having being these gods of the earth, you know what I'm saying, being these original ones, and also, you know, being the indigenous ones of America also. I'm seeing a lot of other nations of people, they want to come out and tell their truth now, because there's a lot of things going on. You know, we see in the world, for our wise, is, you know, we have tension and war and everything. And I think a lot of people are preparing. They seeing a lot of other nations are panicking. I know I've seen a lot of white Americans and panicking because they're not doing well financially. And, we'll make $1 out of 15 cents, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we could make, I mean, hell, we got, you know what I'm saying? We got Messiah-like abilities, man. We could make a feast out of nothing, you know what I'm saying? And feed a family, you know what I'm saying? And they don't know how to do that. And everybody's seeing that, oh man, it is something special about these people. And we're seeing it. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you got them people, man, that just ain't really gonna wake up and really not gonna really know their worth, you know what I'm saying, and who they are, you know what I'm saying? And those gonna be the ones that, like you say, you know what I'm saying, they still fall at the wayside, they still in a bunch of fuckery, you know what I'm saying, probably still gang banging and steadily going at each other head while they not even seeing the play that's going on with them, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than just your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just your community. You know what I'm saying? It's bigger than just your city and state. It's about us as a nation of people, ethnicity. You know what I'm saying? And that would be, you know what I'm saying, in my opinion, the ancient Hebrew Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We all also the indigenous ones of America. You know what I'm saying? We've been tricked out of our position, you know what I'm saying, out of our spot, you know what I'm saying? And all these other nations are, really, against us. Like I try to tell everybody, I go everywhere. Everybody like, yeah, man, they love our culture. I live in Thailand. They love our culture. They love, everybody love our culture, but everybody don't love us. And this is what guys got to, our people, you know what I'm saying, especially our black women too, have to realize that, man, we got so much things that's happening. Things like in the Nolan Wells case, you know what I'm saying? We going out with certain people, and we shouldn't be. We should be gathering together, you know what I'm saying, and staying holy, which means separate from the other nations, especially in times like this, because we are hunted right now. I am seeing a lot of that going on, you know what I'm saying? But the good thing is, you know what I'm saying, is that we are somewhat coming on cold, slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying? And I can see that, you know what I'm saying, from here, and that's a, you know what I'm saying, and that's a big deal, the coonery I kind of see it is going down, you know what I'm saying? Besides people like Race Batum Tatum, besides people like him, you know what I'm saying, we seeing, you know what I'm saying, a lot of coons, even like Candace Owens, they're bringing out, you know what I'm saying, a lot of truth against, you know what I'm saying, against the small hats, you know what I'm saying, and somewhat trying to tell you who you are, but, they still afraid to come on out, you know what I'm saying, as boldly as, people like us, you know what I mean, because they still have their panhandlers or whatever. But I'm loving, you know what I'm saying, seeing that, a slowly but surely progress of our people, you know what I'm saying, at least coming on cold. And I'm loving seeing when I'm watching different, country creators, whether on YouTube or Instagram, they're coming from a Israelite perspective, you know what I'm saying? Even though their channel is not an Israelite channel, but they're coming from it, and they're giving you, you know what I'm saying, description. They tell it, hey man, you know what I'm saying, we them people, man, you know what I'm saying, they bringing it out, you know what I'm saying? They bringing it out, man, you know what I'm saying? They talk about, what's going to happen here in these last days, you know what I'm saying? As we've been bringing it out through Revelations and Daniels and Isaiah, you know what I'm saying, and through the scriptures and stuff. But, and then we have the bad, like we say, the bickering, you know what I'm saying? The bad mouthing, you know what I'm saying, against another brother or sister or another congregation or camp or school, whatever you want to call yourselves, over differences of small doctrines. You know what I'm saying? We all believe we the Hebrew Israelites, right? We all believe that we should keep the Most High's laws and commandments to the best of our abilities. We shouldn't be letting doctrine differences, and these are simple doctrine differences too, break us up. It's still that nigga against nigga gang mentality type thing. And it's a bad look when people are, especially when we have this awakening that we're having, you know what I'm saying? That's, so the Most High is trying to hurry up because he's speeding up time. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't know it's damn, man. Every damn time I look up, it's Friday. I'm like, damn, was it this Friday yesterday? 2 days ago? You know what I'm saying? The time is speeding up. Everything is speeding up right now. You know what I'm saying? These prophecies are speeding up. You know what I'm saying? Hell, Trump them ready to damn hit a nuke because they're running out of damn weapons. You know what I'm saying? It's like a fighter, man. Iran just letting them punch and tire themselves out before they try to land a couple big blows and then Trump them like, yeah, they ready to throw a nuke. And through all this right here, we got people still arguing over silly doctrines, man, and bearing false witness against each other. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I seen, man, who's that? Elder Gabar with GOCC. You know, he was second in charge over there. Yeah, he don't left Ricard, man. He got his own shit. And he doing videos on Ricard now. I said, damn, boy, it's going down right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Ricard, you know what I'm saying? He falling off without Gabar. No, like his channel falling off, man. I said, damn. You know what I'm saying? This, I mean, and we see it, I mean, you know, of course, you still got the slander, you know, the GMSs, the ISUBK. Go ahead.
Real quick, because I didn't have my mic on. So when did that happen with the separation over there?
I don't know, man. I just happened to look on YouTube one day. I mean, Elder Gabar had I didn't know that was his channel. I seen some title for something. Oh, I seen a title saying, Ricard, and Elder Ricard face on the thumbnail. It was like something about he messed up and, you know what I'm saying, he need to change a doctrine or something. And I clicked on it. And it was Elder Gabar with him, you know what I'm saying? You know, the light-skinned one, second in charge over there. You know what I'm saying? And man, he was going in. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, you know, Elder Ricard need to humble himself down. He got these false doctrines that he's steady pushing. And he was talking about how the white boys be whipping him. Remember that one time he got whooped? I forgot who that was. Told him talk some I teach Hebrew. I forgot who that white dude was.
I forget his name.
It wasn't Dr. Michael Brown. It was the other one. That I ain't seen him in a while. You know what I'm saying? Because he kind of brought up.
It was.
He kind of brought
Brown, I want to say.
No, Dr. Michael Brown was the one who Deacon Sakari nuts. Deacon Sakari was on his nuts a lot. You know what I'm saying? When he came into this Gentile salvation. Remember, he was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, he the calm one. The one that went against Elder Ricard from GOCC. He brought up what's his name? Vocab Malone is kind of like his protege. You know what I'm saying? He kind of gave Vocab Malone a torch. But this white dude right here, he was a little smart mouth motherfucker, right? I can't think of his name. You know what I'm saying?
It was James White. It was James White.
James White. That's his name.
It was
James White. So yeah, so James White, because man, and, you know, I remember you watched that shit. I remember you probably remember that video where he kept bringing up well, see the Book of the Illuminati part, Warden part 2, and James White like, what? You bringing up some Illuminati books? Like, man, everybody like, oh man, like it was a real, I mean, downer for the Hebrew Israelite community. But you know, everybody knew like GOCC got some, you know, because of Elder Ricard do have some crazy, some crazy dots, but he has some good stuff he bring out too. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know, with him, just like with anybody, you got the, you know, saying true the fruit, spit out the seeds. You know what I'm saying? Eat the meat, throw away the bone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But yeah, you know, so he was going at, I mean, Elder Gabar, former of GOCC, was going at Elder Ricard, GOCC, hardcore. He been going at him the hardcore since. I seen a couple more videos he dropped. I didn't get a chance to really watch them, but you know, he going through you know, a lot of stuff and breaking out a lot of stuff, and he just talking about, you know, how, you know, him and, you know, other people was trying to tell him, you know, they had to change this up and change that up. I think he might have brought up, you know, Elder Ricard going to one of those award shows, got nominated, and he got invited by the Jewish people. And you know what I'm saying? I think he was trying to call him a sellout. You know what I mean? But you know, I ain't gonna get it too much into it because I don't know too much about it. But I know he definitely don't left. You know what I'm saying? So you got leaders breaking up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Still got camps. You know what I'm saying? Breaking apart. You know what I'm saying? You got camps. You know what I'm saying? Like who was that? There was Genesis. Then they was DTG. They started teaching a Gentile salvation. And, you know, we was talking about, you know, all that Gentile salvation stuff as far as, you know, their salvation is going to be, you know, in a servitude to the Israelites that make it. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be leaders in this kingdom. You know what I mean? And it's gonna be, a different hierarchy of servitude. Whether or not, the ones that kept the laws, commandments, down here, and what I'm saying, and had the faith in the Most High, the faith in, what I'm saying, the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? People call Yeshua, Yahushua, aka, who people call Jesus, and they also got to love us, you know what I mean, treat us right. It's gonna be hard for, it's gonna be very few of them, but the ones of them, they're gonna have a high position, but it's still gonna be servitude. But they was pushing this, this Gentile salvation, and they just start going at other all one West Israelite camps, and trying to bring down that, but had so much ugly stuff in their closet. You know what I mean? Right. And we're gonna get into that, man. But we're gonna get into that in the ugly part. But we're gonna address this bad part, all the bickering and the splitting up. Like, what you got to think about that? All that right there, all the bickering still amongst the congregations, the camps. You got the splitting up amongst the leaders, and it's all over doctrines and money, and congregations sizes, and clout. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to be real though. You know what I mean? What you think about all that, right, Don Yehuda?
I mean, it's a travesty and a tragedy right now within the community, because you have the eyes and the ears of the lost sheep of Israel that's tuning in, that's trying to get edified. They see these prominent leaders that's been on the social media sites, the YouTubes and so forth for many years. Some of these brothers and sisters been on here for decades, right? And then to see some of them fall the way they have fallen. Not saying that we infallible, because the scriptures say that we are very much, can fall short to sin. But in some respects, you would think that brothers and sisters, especially the brothers that's leadership in the outside of the lost sheep of Israel, they would still conduct themselves to a certain standard, that they would try their hardest, even if they being sinful behind the scenes, they would try their hardest to show face and to look as white and clean as snow as possible. And a lot of times we seeing the opposite of that. When it's being brought out, you're seeing they're not being very repentive of it. They're not repenting of it. And if they are, it's very lackluster, is half-hearted. So it's really a tragedy to see this happen. But, on the flip side, though, a lot of people say this is the Most High cleaning house, though, as well. A lot of people got secret sins that's happening, and they're in leadership position. Leaders get judged differently than the regular masses in the nation of Israel. So if you're a leader and you're doing things and you're unrepentant and you're continuing down that path of sin, deceit, lies, and so forth, then yeah, at some point you got to realize that the Most High going to expose you. You got to realize that. If you don't realize this, you have to start questioning, do you even really believe in the scriptures? Do you believe or ever believe what you were ever teaching? Because it's one thing to fall short. We all going to fall short. We all have fallen short. At some point, we're going to fall short again, as long as we have health and life in this body. But did you ever believe what it was that you was teaching the masses? Because you're unrepentant, you continuous in what you're doing, you're still leading the masses astray, and on top of that, very arrogant and prideful. So we got to really examine this thing. And I also have to place blame on the congregation as well, because a lot of people don't study. A lot of people just going all out, listening to who they think they like to have itching ears, and they're not, going back and fact checking what those leaders are saying. So there's a lot of things going on, bro. And, being exposed by your wife, let's just touch on that for a minute. I like the brother, Deacon Hakah, right? But it's very unfortunate that you fall down the same path that your predecessor and former leader of Sakari fell down as well when it came to your spouse. Seeing that happen with your predecessor,
now, hey, now we just gonna skip right into the ugly now. Go and bring it out. Now we're getting into the ugly. I'm letting everybody know we're getting into the ugly. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because listen, because the Most High already shown a spotlight on that situation. Now you can agree or disagree with how it came out. That's your own personal preference and opinion. But with that being stated, by him being second in command of the group formerly known as Sakari, and then forming his own group, Genesis Israelites, and then turning into TGCI or TGI, you would think that behind the scenes, knowing what was going on with his own wife, one of three, that he would have been smoothing that over as well to avoid the consequences and the outcome that we eventually seen due to just observing Gorilla Hebrew, aka, or should I say Alazar, aka Gorilla Hebrew, in his situation. But common sense isn't common nowadays. You know what I'm saying? And I know the sister put out some old videos or audio of the brother, but still, it's like, bro, you being a leader, you being in various debates, you being in various circles, you having various wives, you seeing brothers with wives and various wives and circumstance. Bro, when does it click that, listen, I got to get this shit in order before this hit the fan? When does that ever click?
Well, it's like you said, it's all about effort, man. And you know, we got to get effort. You know what I mean? Like, we're gonna fall short daily. Like Paul, like the good brother Paul say, you know what I'm saying? He said he died daily, you know what I'm saying? And that means, you know what I'm saying, that we're gonna fall short. We human. You know what I'm saying? We not even in the right state of mind. We're not even back in our original culture, our original language, our original nationality. So we're gonna fall short as we put flesh on these dry bones. You know what I'm saying? Ezekiel was talking about. We, you know what I'm saying, we're in the valley of the dry bones. So now we trying to put some flesh on these bones. And it's all about effort, man. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, shit, hell, I'm out in the world traveling, you know. I mean, I got all kind of lust thrown my way, you know what I'm saying? I fall short. Trust me. But guess what? I'm always trying to present myself in the best light. I'm always continue to, you know what I'm saying, grow and try to get any kind of demons or whatever spirits off me. And I'm very conscious of what I do and what's behind the scenes and what could come out. Now, you brought up, and we in the ugly part, and you brought up, you know what I'm saying, Deacon Sakari, aka Deacon Genesis, Priest Genesis, whatever we call it, start calling itself, TCG, and all that right there, right? He knew what was going on over there at Sakari, like you say. He knew there was a bunch of fuckery going on over there. You know what I'm saying? About a bunch of scheming and scamming people out their money in congregation. But that's some young Israelites over there. They love to be scammed. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of scamming going on. You know what I'm saying? Alazar, aka Gorilla Hebrew, was getting rich. Deacon, aka Deacon Sakari or Deacon Genesis, was getting rich. You know what I'm saying? They were just scamming everybody, selling Hebrew names, selling goddamn consultations, and selling every goddamn thing. I mean, every damn thing, they was selling it, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Hell, selling the wives to the goddamn Gorilla was selling the wives to goddamn Tinder or whatever the fuck for nasty Edomites, aka Phalongs, aka the crackers, to fuck his wife. You know what I'm saying? Just gonna keep it real at 100. And that's what was going on. And at the same time, Deacon already had stuff of pimping out his wives. He done went through all kind of wives already. So he should have learned from all the fuckery that was going on over there. Then you come over to Genesis and you try to boast and brag and do all this shit. And in the meanwhile, you know, Gorilla got to pay for your tickets to come to Passover. You don't want to pay for your own tickets to be around your own brothers, but you want to hang around all the street niggas all day. So you pay for all that. You're using all the congregation money to buy Benzes, you know what I'm saying, G-Wagons, putting $40,000 down on a G-Wagon and or $50,000 down on a G-Wagon and paying $4,000 a month. That's what Gorilla said. You know what I'm saying? You use the money to buy all the jewelry. Everything them niggas wanted to be when they was before the truth, and they was just in the street just being regular Joes, they get a chance to be. And once they got that money off scheming and scamming off the Israelites, that's when they was able to be who they wanted to be. They wasn't that before. And then after all of that, this Negro steady with dog. I mean, nigga, you're pimping out your wives, you're taking their chicks. You know what I'm saying? Wives pregnant, you don't want to, man, fuck them kids. I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you think I care about the Israelite community? I'm such a real nigga. See, hey, and I've been seeing these, like, nigga, I'm a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets. You from the streets, done. You don't see, like, we could peep this a mile away. I've been peep this. I've been telling you, I said, man, taking that money from, selling the word online, like, I'm gonna give you the deep biblical breakdown, just like Elder Ricard and GOCC. They be selling all these academies and varsities. They selling the word, scamming, getting money, and then buying all these, doing all that fucking Christianity, Cadillac preacher, pork chop eating motherfucking preacher shit doing. You know what I'm saying? This is the ugly part. You know what I'm saying? Scamming you out your money. You know what I mean? Now, and Gorilla, like I said, the whole pagan thing, it's a bunch of, this is the ugly, this is the ugly part. The debauchery that's going on. You got leaders that having threesomes with their wives, and you don't supposed to be doing that. You got them licking each other and doing all kind of shit. You know what I mean? This is what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And then, I just had a situation, man. Since we talking about ugly and money and manipulation, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Let me move us to the side real quick, man. I'm gonna move us to the side and see. Oh, down below, man.
Oh man.
House of Joseph Clothing Company. Under scrutiny. Community complaints. Oh my goodness, man. So let me tell y'all about the House of Joseph Clothing Company, man.
Hey,
so
Hilltop. Was you going to show something? Because nothing popped up.
No. I just was showing the screen. I just wanted to show the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? The House of Joseph is behind you. I wanted to show, So it's the House of Joseph Clothing Company. Yeah, I'm going to put their ass on blast. I did a fucking what's name. So I guess it's the dude. I don't know if he married, but it's a dude. I don't know if he with a congregation, but I know he's down there in San Antonio, Texas. At least that's what the damn thing say. Somewhere in San Antonio, right outside San Antonio, Texas, might be a part of IURC. If anybody know who the House of Joseph Clothing Company is, man, let them know. The Scoring Black Man podcast, aka Hilltop Traveling Everywhere, aka Zadok, putting his ass on blast. I don't spend a lot of money with this dude on buying fringes and shit. And I don't send a lot of customers his way. You know what I'm saying? And, I've been buying fringes and shit from him from over here in Thailand, ordering, getting delivered to, America, and, address, whatever, and then get the ship, to me or whatever. So I opened up a bag that, a bag of fringes I bought. You know what I'm saying? So I got so many bags of fringes, like I'm getting custom made outfits, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm getting the fringes sold on to them and shit. So I'm getting my wardrobe is super tight right now, down here, Huda, man. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, let me get to the point, man. So I said, oh, this bag here, I supposed to have red brush fringe, right? So the ribbon of blue got the menorah on it. You know what I'm saying? It's sold on to the shit. And so you buy about a yards. So I got like 3 yards, give me like 2 shirts or whatever. I put a red brush and a red brush and a red and a gold brush. He sent me some pink shit and some other little neon colors. Like it's like about 5 different neon colors and shit. I said, so I messaged the brother, right? So I'm like, yo, brother, I just opened this bag up, man. He sent me the wrong order, and then I sent him a video of the shit. He never would respond. So I'm like, it's like 2 days. So I ain't went off or nothing. Hey, brother, I'm reaching back to you. Get back with me whenever you can. So here's my phone number, blase. Brother, don't reach back. So now I go to the email and I go find a receipt. My order. I go find my order and shit. So I reply to him from off the order. I say, hey, brother, this is me. I've been messaging you on Instagram. You sent me the wrong order. The brother hit back, oh, I sent you the right order. And I tell him, I said, really, brother? I said, brother, this is what you sent me. So he never responded back but one time. So this whole nigga thing is, and then I went to the refund thing. The whole thing is he got no exchange, no refund thing. So his whole thing is to get your money, and he gonna send you whatever he want to send you. So basically, he ran out of what he's supposed to send me. Because when I went online, he didn't have none of those brushes. He had the regular fringes and only so many, like 3 colors. So he had ran out of shit that send you what he want to send you, and don't want to handle the situation. Now, Daniel Hood and I, we just common sense. You're doing the business. You're supposed to be a Hebrew Israelite. You got a customer that spends a lot of money with you, a recurring customer, and then he or she sends a lot of other customers to you. And now they hit you up and say, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because what I'm going to do is say, hey, I'm going to ship this back to you from Thailand. And then you can replace what you're supposed to send me, and you can just ship that to an America address, and then I have it shipped to me. Now, wouldn't that be more like reasonable, the thing that you're supposed to do? Your mic on mute.
Right.
Brother, nigga just enormous. So that just made me mad. See, like, if I was in America, I would have came. I mean, and this was like over one little order. So this order was total for like maybe I got like 3 or 4, I mean about 4 feet, 4 yards, I mean, of 2 different colors of this order. So it was like maybe like 60 something, 70 numbers. But it's the principles behind it. Like, brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, you doing some street shit. It's like running off on the plug type shit. Like, you doing some street shit in this Hebrew Israelite community. This is why I said, and I'm not gonna lie, man, doing business with people in this Hebrew Israelite community, man, is some of the worst business people I had so much bad experience, especially when ordering stuff, man. Like, I remember Priest Zabosh. I remember the first time I ordered some shit from him, man. 3 We Got Neck shirts. How hard it is to get that shit done. I give you the color of the shirt, the color of the damn print, and the color of the fringes. I seen the money, man. It took like about 1.5 years, man. Over a year. I mean, every time, I fucked up, I messed it up, brother. Damn, how many times can you mess up this simple order? Then I tried it again. It took like 6 months next time. Then Bishop Kanai with IUIC, he had a damn thing. It took over, I mean, hell, that took over a year. I had to damn put something, no, so that's why I went IUIC. I had to put something in the damn little, you know, like the little groups they be having, little WhatsApp groups. Put something in, like, hey, man, what's going on, man? Anybody know who owned this company? Because I knew it was from somebody from IUIC. I said, man, I've been waiting my order for over a year or so. And then I think now it's Deacon Joshua. He was Captain Joshua then. He's like, hold on 1 second. And then next thing I know, I got an email from Bishop Kanai. He said, sorry, brother, we don't have this right here, but I'm gonna replace your money. I'm gonna send you this free shirt. But damn it, man, people realize some of the worst business motherfuckers that you could ever get around, dude. But this nigga here, I never had. I mean, good God, nigga, you gonna ignore the person that? I mean, you gonna ignore the customer? But this is the kicker, Daniel Huda. I went back on Instagram and the nigga had no blocking me. The nigga blocked me like a bitch, bro. You think I got brolic with this man? I didn't get brolic with him. I didn't say anything crazy to this man. I'm just, hey, brother, you know what I'm saying? Let's try to get this, you know what I'm saying, straightened out. I mean, good God. I mean, I didn't say nothing disrespectful. I didn't go off at that one bit. And this nigga blocked. I said, this nigga just a scamming ass nigga. House of Joseph Clothing Company, man. I'm telling y'all, man, don't spend no money with that nigga, man. The only person in the Hebrew Israelite community is on a couple companies that I never had. Shout out to Custom Design by Sister Riri. I bet she out of Atlanta, man. She got some good stuff, man. She always does good business, always been prompt on time. And if she's gonna be late, she'll hit you up, she'll message you, email you, tell you she's gonna be late. She always gonna send you some free shit too. But man, you can't do business with a lot of these niggas, man.
Hey, but listen,
I mean,
that's not even, I mean, it's one of the same Israelite niggas. It's all the same community. It's usually bad business in a lot of cases. I'm not going to say every one of our people do bad business, but the experience is at some given point, you're going to have some bad business dealings with one of these companies. If it's the hours, if it's the communication, if it's the product, if it's the money, if it's the refund, you name it, at some point, you give it enough time and you interact with them enough, you're gonna find out the hard way that you dealing with some bad business. That's why I know they should appreciate you shouting out the ones who are doing good business. But a lot of our people, unfortunately, they don't have business acumen. They never owned a business. They've never been taught how to run a business, and they just kind of running it like they run their street business, which is do whatever they want to do, however they want to do it. But when you're in the business world, you got to kind of stick to criteria and certain work ethics in order to build your brand, your name, the expectations, to get your products out there, because word of mouth is still king as far as advertisement. That goes a long way versus social media and things of that nature. A person is going to value somebody saying, yo, they do good business. Their product is good. I'll vouch for them versus you just seeing an advertisement or something like that online or whatever the case may be. So our people just got to really get their minds together. And it's very unfortunate because when you look in the scriptures, our people were the merchants of the earth. You know what I'm saying? We the salt of the earth. So a lot of these things we kind of implemented. A lot of these things we were doing at a very high level. Whenever you go into the historicity of our people, we were always the ones who had the money. We was always the ones that was in the ears of the royalty, of the politicians. We were the ones behind the scenes shaking and moving and making things happen. So with that being said, we need to get back to those type of business tactics versus the niggerdom type of stuff that we're doing to one another, because we don't do that to the other nations. I used to have a store, right? And they used to always come in and try to get some type of deal from me. It got to the point where I had to tell them, like, listen, you're not doing that to, those people down the street in their business. You're going to give them every last cent that they ask for. But when you come in my store, you think you should get a discount because we look alike. That ain't how the game works. But, that's
and you
our
never,
people.
And you just never know who you doing something to. You know what I'm saying? Like this House of Joseph nigga, he didn't know, that you doing something to somebody that got a platform. You know what I'm saying? I might don't get as much views as these other motherfuckers, but I'm very well known, dude. Got a couple platforms, you know what I'm saying? And even in the travel community, all the Hebrew Israelites over there know me, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put you out there. I put them out on the post and everything. You know what I'm saying? Scamming ass Hebrew Israelite alert. Because if you do this to somebody that spends money with you on multiple times, like I've been doing this for, at least about 2 years with this cat. And I'm putting other people down with him. And they tell me, yeah, man, so-and-so sent me. And he was just gonna ignore me while we was on Instagram. Because, I got this new Instagram account, but he still knew it was me from the other.
Right.
Especially when I emailed them, oh, okay, this is, so you're going to do me, and now they know you'll do them like that. You know what I'm saying? When you got no refund and no exchange on your shit, why? I mean, like, you should want to fix a problem. If you cause a problem with somebody, you send somebody a wrong order, and they hit you up and say, hey, brother, and they show you the pictures, the videos, everything, hey, man, you sent me the wrong order. You should want to fix that. You tell them, oh no, I sent the right order. Motherfucker, look at the order and look what you sent me. Do this look like the right order? You sent me an order that was made to go to a woman or something. See what I'm saying? But your whole thing is, oh, this let me block him. I don't want to fix it, I'm gonna block him. Like, this is the type of shit that House of Joseph Clothing Company. I'm telling you right now. That's a scamming motherfucker. If I sent y'all over there, hey, I'm telling you right now, don't fuck with the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Anybody know who own that place? He might be out of IUIC, San Antonio. He could be anybody, some kind of camp or congregation over there in San Antonio, Texas, right outside. Y'all make sure y'all get this to him. Come on. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut this up as some damn shorts. I'm going to put it all on what's name, because that's bad business, man. That gives us that leaves bad tastes in people's mouths. You know what I'm saying? That's coming into this truth too. Because they try to get garments, all kind of shit. Niggas selling camping shit. He said, it ain't goddamn thing on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He got some nice little shit. He got the ribbon of blue with the menorah on the what's name. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, shit, I get my own shit made out here. I could go right to the craft store, get all their good fringes, all different kind of colors. I mean, for way cheap, get the ribbon of blue here. I could get them to print I can get me a whole roll of ribbon and blue and get them to print on the damn ribbon, all the whole roll of what I want on there. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm probably gonna do that right there. You know what I'm saying? If I was in America, I'd start my own shit. I had y'all, you Negroes, you Hebrews, I'd be straight. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I gotta do that just for my own wardrobe. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't even support our people, man. You know what I'm saying? They're in a bunch of fuckery, man. They're in a bunch of fuckery, man. But final thoughts on today's show, Brother Daniel, who the good, the bad, the ugly, the current state of the American Hebrew Israelites. And also you see at the bottom, I really didn't say nothing about it, but you got America, the Africa, they say the Bantu tribes are awakening. So we are awakening worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to East Africa again, probably maybe the end of next month or sometime in October. You know what I'm saying? I'll be going back over there to East Africa to check it out, man. Hopefully I can run into the Mighty Hebrew, man. If you hear from the Mighty Hebrew, done you to tell them, man, tell them to hit me up, man. Tell them I sent them an Instagram request, my new one, man. I ain't heard from them in a while. I had to go drop down on the Mighty Hebrew over there in Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? Final thoughts on today's show, Brother Donahue, the good, the bad, the ugly, the current state of the American Hebrew Israelites.
Well, we already know a scripture that the word is going to continue to go out. When you go into Isaiah 55, verse 11, it says, "So shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper." So we already know that according to the word of the Most High, y'all, that the awakening is going to continue. No one can stop the awakening. You know, we on a fast track to the Messiah coming back, to the kingdom being reestablished, to judgment being rendered upon the nations, and to the Israelites returning to their state of glory, right? But in the process of going along this path, you're going to have the usual suspects, the niggards, who you separate from the Israelites. Like we said, you got black people and you got niggas, you got the niggards and you got the Israelites. So you got the niggards that's going to fall away, unfortunately. But our prayer and our hope is that, you know, these brothers and sisters that are still in the darkness, and even the ones that were in the light and then returned to the darkness, that they once again see the light, that they once again open their ears to the word, that they repent, make supplication, and that they're able to redeem themselves in the eyes of the Creator to make it into the kingdom. But with that being said, you know, much blessings to all the brothers and sisters that are striving to be righteous out there, that's self-examining and trying to do the right thing. And once again, it was a pleasure, bro, being back on the podcast. It's been a long time coming. I didn't really have much to say. I'll let you spearhead it because you always, you know, the master of ceremonies, the MC himself. It was a pleasure getting on here, and definitely we got to do it again, chop it up, and you know, bring the info to the people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, cause we'll do something, man. Probably with this Nolan Wells stuff, man. I haven't did a part two because I'm just waiting. As more and more information, I'm waiting for them to drop the bombshell before I really even touch on that. But it's in the algorithm hard. But you know, this episode 68, the current state of the American Hebrew Israelites, the good, bad, and the ugly. And you know, so like I said before, I'm loving the awakening, man. We must stay on code more, come together more, have that pride, that black pride, that Hebrew Israelite pride, whatever you want to, the indigenous pride, because a lot of that is losing. I see a lot of brothers, you know what I'm saying, losing that pride, but I also see a lot of our people waking up, coming together, staying on code, you know what I'm saying, getting out that coon mentality, being holy, which means separate themselves from other nations so you could focus on yourself and your people, you know what I'm saying, and focus on what we need to, you know what I'm saying. The bad, man, we got to stop that bickering. Hey, we got to time for all that camp, congregation, schools, you know what I'm saying, individual, YouTube, Hebrew Israelite bickering. We got to stop all that. You see what's going on in the world. Hey, the times are speeding up. We need to help this awakening. You know what I'm saying? We need to know what I'm saying. And we need to start fasting together, praying also together more, and seeing these great things happen. You know what I'm saying? Because if we could pray together and fast together more, man, we'll see a whole lot of things. But y'all, you think you're seeing some shit now? We really gonna see some shit in the ugly. All these manipulators, these leaders that's scamming their congregation, their wives, scamming people, you know, other Israelites that's buying stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the House of Joseph scamming, the House of Joseph Clothing Company scamming. Hey man, y'all stop that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Somebody gonna fuck one of y'all up, because I'm telling you right now, man, stop that bullshit. You know what I mean? But with that being said, back to the old Zadok, Hilltop, Israel, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. I never forget that. That's verbatim, baby. Shalom.
Shalom.